Hey, how you doing, Adam? Here, the date is currently 10/9/2018. I just tried to record this journal, but for some reason it got cut off halfway, so I'm going to have to do it again. I was saying that it's been a pretty long break since the last time I did a journal. I think the last time was sometime in August, so it's probably almost a 2 month break. I don't think it's 2 months like over that. I think it's probably something like 6 or 7 weeks. But I was saying I took the break because I went to the dentist like in late August. I think the 25th of August. And while I was there, I had to get a couple cavities filled that I'd been neglecting for a while. But after I left, I started feeling like off, and ever since I've been to the dentist, I've been fucked up. Like, I've just been, all of my symptoms came back, because I was going pretty strong there, because, ever since the beef, salt, and water thing, I'd been doing really, really well, and the couple days before I even went there, I was back to 100% normal, and then I went to the dentist, and, ever since because I think what happened was, they used this numbing agent on my, gums. And actually, like a post note here that I'm doing after I recorded the journal, the numbing agent was gel that they rubbed on my gums. It wasn't like a needle. It was like a gel that tasted sweet. So, okay, post note over. Literally called candy. Like the bottle that they used said candy. But it didn't work on my gums because I think I'm like genetically immune to lidocaine. Because it just has no effect. It doesn't numb me at all. But yeah, the thing is, but I think it had sugar in it is the thing. And when they started, drilling my teeth, it was like creating this mist, this sugar mist that I was breathing into my sinuses. And whatever's in my sinus, whatever has been doing this shit to me for the past fucking probably over a decade at this point. I slurred my word there for some reason because I'm subconsciously adapted to having to not speak through my sinuses, because if I do sometimes it like makes me dizzy. But yeah, I was breathing in this sugar mist, and just they've been feeding off of that for like the past 5.5 weeks. But it was way worse earlier. Like I knew I was fucked up like as soon as I came into the office. So I was like woozy, But yeah, then over the next couple of days I started smelling like this garbage smell in my face. Like I knew it was coming, because once I start smelling that garbage smell, that's a sign of things to come. The bacteria or the fungus or whatever pathogen is in my face started, rallying because they got this food source now. And yeah, like 4 days after I was like abnormally tired all day, and I just had this fatigue for like 3 weeks that just wouldn't lift, and this garbage smell in my face, and I was getting dizzy intermittently, and like I couldn't breathe through my nose without like it's like this internal shudder. Like every time I breathe out through my sinuses, it's like it feels like my insides are shaking. And I'm pretty sure, I've said this so many times on this journal, I'm pretty sure what's happening is my vestibular system and my inner ears is getting inflamed somehow. And it's the signal, the weird signal going up into my cerebellum, which I think that's what happens, is like causing this disturbance in my neurological system, and it just sends everything else out of whack. Because every time I feel dizzy, it comes with a host of other symptoms. Up to and including something that's happening right now, actually, is my hands are, like the backs of my hands are really dry, like around my knuckles. and I just like my knuckles are like so dry to the point that they're bleeding. I don't know what that's because I don't know what that has to do with my ears, but yeah, it's because I know it's connected to my ears though, because cause I can move my jaw sometimes and like put it in a position that's not good, like my jaw in a certain position, and I can hear fluid moving around in there, and sometimes the fluid around there, it moves into a spot that makes the other symptoms like just amazingly come on. It's the wrong word, but just for some reason, fluid being in a certain spot or some combination of inflammation and fluid in my inner ears makes my hands dry. Like the backs of my hands are dry to the point of bleeding. So, that's not good. But yeah, I do feel better. I feel better, way better than I was like 2 weeks ago. Way better than I was. I think probably the first week was the worst because, I couldn't breathe out of my nose without like feeling woozy. But yeah, doing better. So, I am recovering. I'm on the road to recovery. I don't know if it was worth it to well, I guess, yeah, it was worth it to fix my teeth because I had a couple cavities there that were not good. So I'll take, it might last 2 months. It might be like another few weeks of this, but, we'll see. Yeah, but other than that, because I go on about this topic endlessly. Doing pretty well. Went for a run today. Went for a run yesterday, too. Been spotty on the runs lately, too. But, I'm getting back into it. My energy, I'm not fatigued anymore. For the entire month of September, I was just like, I just wanted to sleep. But, I'm feeling better now. So, still doing the carnivore diet. And that, I feel, is helping. But, we'll get back to feeling 100% again. So I just remember these like days back in like November and December of last year where I was like just feeling really, really good, like all the time. And I really want to get back to that. And I'm pretty sure I can, but I just got to wait out this stupid shit. I just got to wait for it to die again, whatever is in my face. Yeah, so what else? I want to flesh out some more ideas on the album. I have like 9 solid ideas for songs right now. And as I was saying on the last recording of me trying to do this journal, excuse me. Indigestion there. Indigestion. Can't say that word properly. Yeah, as I was saying on the last one, I'm at the point now with the lyrics where, if you remember that part in 8 Mile where Eminem's like sitting at the table and he's trying to come up with lyrics and it's only coming up in like little fragments at a time. I have no idea whether or not that scene happened in the movie, but I have a memory of it happening in the movie, so it could, that could be like a false memory thing that never actually happened, or maybe it was in a different movie, or, maybe it's some Mandela effect thing. Speaking of that, I remember distinctly looking at the Berenstain Bears book and seeing that it was spelled like the actual way, like Berenstain. I remember distinctly noting that when I was a kid, so I'm of the timeline where I remember seeing that. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just an NPC in your world. Maybe I don't actually exist. I'm just saying that to, well, who knows. Wow, we're up to 9:21 already. I've spent so much of this journal talking about goddamn symptoms in my face. Yeah, and if it sounds like I'm reluctant to speak through, I already said this, but I'm saying it again. If it sounds like I'm reluctant to speak through my sinuses, like I'm talking almost like I have a cold or something, It's because whenever I speak through my sinuses, it feels like I get woozy and dizzy, and it's not fun. So yeah, I want to probably come down here, record more for the album. I want to get more done for the album, flesh out the demos that I have. So okay, we're up to 10 minutes. So goodbye.